that he's off everything in the morning. And then we were told he needs to have 3 readings above 60 to be considered possibly ready to go home. Like, to even qualify.
Yeah.
So he had his first 66 reading at 8. And so by now he could have had 3 in a row, but we don't know because we're not there overnight.
Well, the third one's going to be at 8.
Oh, we're going to know at 8. But okay.
So as long as the 2 a.m. one was over 60 and then 8 a.m. is over 60.
Then I don't know what that means, but hopefully it means something great.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, then we can go home, hopefully.
Because he's been off the IV drip and he was off the lights for his jaundice, and as long as his jaundice stayed down.
Yeah, and like I kind of felt like he looked yellow a little bit last night. I was thinking about it all night, like I don't know why, but just it kind of just his color looked like it changed again. It could have been the fluorescent lights, but
yeah, we'll find out.
it makes me nervous. But we just thought we would kind of like go through a day in the life of us, what we're doing right now in the NICU, and like I don't know, this is something that like I didn't know anything really about and what it entails. you know, and the process. I don't think anybody really does.
Unless you're going through it.
Yeah. So it's like we get up in the morning and then she pumps right away. I don't know if this is all the details that are silly, but like, you know, right when she wakes up she pumps, and we have some breast milk for the overnight. Then we get there at 8 o'clock and we do his first, well now this has changed. Normally it wasn't this, but now it's at 8. We do the little blood test where they poke him and take some blood out of his foot and see how he's doing. And then Chelsea breastfeeds for like 30 minutes on one side is how we've been doing it.
Yeah.
And then change him, kind of wake him up again. Then we supplement with a bottle. Most of the time breast milk now.
Yeah.
And then he's taking that pretty well. Like the last couple days, he's taken a lot more than normal. And then, yeah, it's interesting because like everything is in like a tiny box, like a boxed in like little size of like a bathroom.
Yeah.
And you have like a little baby in like a little container attached to things. And then he's not attached to everything anymore, but he's still got these like leads on, so anytime he moves, he constantly is like setting the alarms off. So people have to come in and like poke on the machine and like double check and change his leads.
Yeah. Which it happens to all the babies. It
happens to all the babies.
Have such soft skin that the leads don't.
Like, it's like oily skin, so it falls off.
Yeah.
So that's totally normal. But there's never been a moment yet with the baby that we've had just the baby like by himself.
Yeah.
With no people just coming in. I mean, they just come in. It's like you're using the bathroom or something. Like that's sometimes how I feel. I'm like, there's a private moment happening. Like she's pumping or and they just come in and they just start touching her boobs. And yesterday a nurse, like good intentions, I'm sure, just like told Chelsea, take him off your boob and put him on your arm here and comfort him. And then started like spraying her like a broken sprinkler, like to get breast milk or whatever on the thing so that he would want it. And we kind of already have like a, you know, we somewhat understand the baby a little bit and know that he was just hungry and trying to latch, but it doesn't matter. It's like every nurse has a way of doing it, and then they just kind of implement that way of doing it with you, and you're like at the mercy of them. And maybe we could say no, stop. Maybe we have a choice. I don't know.
Yeah.
We are just kind of letting it happen because I think right now we're trying to, and they're not doing anything bad.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of the nurses
and that has been really helpful.
Communicate with you and you
then
know,
ask, do you want to try this bottle? Do you want to try that? But like that one nurse, which is not our favorite nurse, does weird things and just intervenes. And
good intentions,
but
very much like involved.
So this starts at like 8. By the time, and then once we're done feeding, like, and I'll try to feed him while she's pumping, and then we switch. She usually feeds him the tiniest bit left in the thing because I struggle with that. Then she burps him, changes him, and then I go clean the pump material. And you have to go out and like sit next to the nurse who sits here at this little desk and like types everything in. You have to like do it at a tiny little sink. And I'm I'm always trying not to, like, I don't know if you feel like it, like, splash water onto their, like, them and their equipment.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hot mess, so, like, sometimes it goes on the floor, and I try to, like, keep it as contained, but I always feel, like, pressure, like, to not spill and not make a scene.
Yeah.
And then that's about an hour and a half in, and then the next feeding is an hour and a half from there. So, most of the time, like, I go to work during the days, and sometimes she comes with me, and yesterday she stayed there, and sometimes we'll miss that 11 a.m. feeding.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, whatever.
Either the 11 a.m. or the 2 a.m. But then we're there for...
yesterday you were there the whole time. And so then I'll go to work for like 3 hours to come back at 2. We'll do the whole thing again at 2. We'll have about an hour and a half. A lot of times we'll run home. It's a 30-minute drive, so we'll drive home, walk in the house, start some laundry, walk out of the house.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Like, there's not much that happens. And then head 30 minutes back north.
Yeah, like our poor house and our poor animals. Like,
our animals, I feel so bad for them. We have someone who's amazing, and he's a pet sitter, and he's a friend, and he does this it's really helpful. And so we keep hiring him the last couple days just to come be with them.
Yeah.
And just feed them and sit with them, and just give them attention. So they know something's going on. Every morning they just kind of sit in the kennel and look at us like,
see you in like 12 hours.
See you in 14 hours.
Oh yeah, 14 hours. We don't get back.
We're gone 14 to 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
We do the same routine, and then the 5 o'clock feeding, we try to get out of there with enough time to try to find some food around there, and eat in about an hour somewhere, and then we come back for the 8 o'clock, and then we do the whole thing again. And I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, not all parents, they don't, I don't know, like...
Not all parents are coming in here for these feedings.
No. And
we see, I would say, there's once a day for one in the front. They come to visit.
Yeah.
In the evenings, once for the ones right next to us. It's hit or miss with the other girl, like the one right next to us, like on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't even think she makes it in every day.
Yeah, it's hard, like, and a lot of those babies have been in there a lot longer than...
And they're little, though, and they're like, but some of them, I think the one right next to us just got off of the incubator thing.
Yeah,
so, like,
she's
there wasn't much she could even be doing, so now she's just introducing feeding outside of that. So,
yeah.
I mean, we're totally, this is not to complain, like, we're okay, like...
We just want to do, like, a run through of kind of, like, what our NICU days look like. Everybody's looks different because not everybody has, like, the same feeding schedule. Not everybody's, goal is to get their baby's sugar levels up.
Yeah.
Some are just working on their baby learning to eat. Some other babies have major health issues and are on oxygen or feeding tube or very, very premature.
Yeah.
So everybody's NICU days look different than ours.
For sure.
But
yeah, there's no two babies alike, but it's kind of just what it's looking like for us. We haven't done anything in life like, this is day 10 of the NICU, and we're just kind of at the mercy of the clock.
Yeah.
And the feeding schedule, and just like, trusting the process and trusting that God has a plan, and I try not to get too anxious and everything. Like today, I really want his numbers up. Like I'm supposed to come with no expectations, but I want them to be up so he can come home. So knowing that when we come in, he can be on the lights, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. So it's just knowing, just like rolling with it every day and just trying to stay strong.
Yeah.
Through the process, it's really hard not having.
It's hard
him around.
to remember. Like he was such a big preemie. Like he was a preemie.
Right.
And
he's like gained weight, which is not that much, but like he's back like 7 pounds, 8 ounces.
Yeah, and it's hard to remind yourself that okay, technically his body wasn't done developing. So, and thankfully it is something like sugar levels that we can, work on, and you just make sure he's getting enough food, and that he's, pooping out the bilirubin, things like that. But it's just like kind of have to forcefully like remind yourself, like, okay,
This is okay.
even though he's here, his body wasn't
body wasn't
really ready to be
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah. He'll be 30. He would have been 38 weeks tomorrow.
yeah,
So
we're getting there.
we're getting there, and we're hopefully just around the corner. You know.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, you know, I don't know. It's weird. Like it's getting harder and harder leaving him and like being at home and then him being there. It's like
Yeah.
super weird. So
It's getting
it's just weird.
yeah.
It's odd, especially as he's waking up
Yeah.
and like having more of a personality and like crying and like making silly faces. And,
Yeah, like with his jaundice going down, he's not as lethargic. So he is like, his eyes are like a lot more like open, and he looks around, and like when he's breastfeeding, like when Jamie talks, he looks for her. So it's, you know, it is hard because we do see like a little
more
personality coming
yeah.
out, and it like, even though it was hard before, it's like makes it even harder because we're seeing kind of the growth
Yeah.
and the progress, and it's like we're almost there, and it's just like being patient and like having to remind ourselves like it's okay,
Yeah.
no expectations,
Yeah.
because you know
And you can get
his
let
body's
down.
doing what his body needs to do, and
Just be patient with him. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't always come in our time, and I know that. Yet again.
yeah,
Yet again.
he
I
does
can't
things
get-
his own way already.
Oh
so,
yeah, I know, but life doesn't always work out in our time, and so
yeah,
me just having to relinquish control, lots of learnings during
Yeah.
this journey already in 10 days. So that's our update. We're hoping for
good numbers this morning.
whatever, or just whatever's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up if you're cheering baby boy on, and
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
at the Pal Tribe.
the
I
Pal
forgot
Tribe.
my little spiel. I don't know.
There is no spiel. There is
All right.
no spiel.
Bye, guys.
Bye.